Okay. So do you have the link to the YouTube VOD, by the way? Okay. That's fine. We don't need it for a little bit because I'm gonna just ask you some questions and yeah, send it to me. Okay. Looks like the stream is working. Do that so I can hear. Okay. So yeah, first off, I'm just gonna introduce myself. I'm Paul. I go by Random Noob. You know, I don't know how you found me on. Did you find me on Metafy or?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool,
I
cool.
was I was searching there.
You went through all like the Valorant coaches and stuff, and
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the thing about Metafy, like, I don't know, it kind of annoys me, but there's like some coaches in games that like they're pros in other games and they just like do coaching for like Valorant or something.
Like
And I
CS
mentioned that
pros
to
that
them.
coach Valorant.
Yeah, like there's well
Okay.
they're like pros in like League of Legends or something, and
Oh,
they're like, oh well, like I mean I can coach Valorant a little bit, like they're like plat or
oh,
something,
okay,
and
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but like yeah, well I'm glad you you know chose me, I guess, out of all the people on Metafy. There's a lot of, I mean there are really some really good coaches on here, but
Yeah.
first of all, yeah, I've coached, you know, some rating level players. I'm not rating right now, actually. I lost it today, so it feels bad. Um, yeah, Sub Rosa owned me today, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, my team got destroyed. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, so now I'm like coaching because I don't know, I just really enjoy it, and I like helping people
yeah.
out and giving them tools to succeed themselves, you know. So
Mm,
that's why I'm doing this.
nice. Well, I
So
mean, like when I was searching through coaches for Valorant, I really like clicked on most of all, and like your profile, like you could tell that you really like what you're doing, and you really want to help people out.
oh yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do when I put out like everything. I don't know. I spent a lot of time on that to make it like
yeah, it shows.
yeah. Thanks, man. So first of all, like I just want to ask you some questions. Like, thanks for like filling out those questions and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, sure.
I like I like knowing what people do outside of the game because it kind of like gives me a good idea like who they are and like
Yeah,
you know what they want to do and what they want to be. And also, it's like it's good to have like something outside of the game to do, like
yeah,
because
of
you're never
course.
gonna you're always there's gonna be times where you're like upset, like you're playing bad or something. You want to have like some stuff to do that like gets your mind off, and
Yeah,
like that's like really important, you know. Good life balance between the game and anything, even if you're not even trying to rank up, if you're just trying to have fun, still.
yeah, of course.
So, so you said you like, you know, you want to get radiant. What rank are you right now? Plat.
I'm plat one right now. Yes.
Okay. Um, it seems like you had a pretty good mindset. I don't know from what you said. Like you just want to improve. Like you're willing to like, you know, improve every day, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
So like I've played a lot of Smash Melee,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I think what really helped me. There's a friend I have that's really like really good. Competes like top tournaments. Maybe not top of the world, but like of my
Yeah.
country
So
and region.
in
And
like what region? Europe? I'm assuming you sound
no, no,
European.
no. I'm Mexican.
Oh, you're Mexican. Okay. Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounded like it's interesting. I thought you were European.
Really.
Yeah. Well,
And
now
so
that you say it, I can hear it. But like,
yeah,
it's funny.
yeah. So I was asking him for tips, and he told me, oh, and he gave me some tips, and I started playing again, keeping those tips in mind, and I started like losing a lot. So I went to him and asked him like, "What's up? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting worse instead of better." And he told me like, "You're getting worse because all your bad habits are breaking.
Yes.
So you
Yeah.
have
He's
progress."
actually. Yeah.
It was like, I don't know, like it clicked for me. Like, of course, I'm gonna be worse at first, but in the
Mm-hmm.
long run, I'm gonna get way better.
Yeah. Like one of the major tips I tell people, like I'll just tell you right now, is that like each round before the round you have to like focus on so many more things. Like if you want to get better, like you know what
Yeah,
characters do they have? What do their characters want to do? Like what? How many ultimates do they have? Like what are they gonna do because they have this many ultimates? Stuff like that. But like it clouds your thinking before the round. But like as you get better and you do it more and more and more, it makes you a way better player over time. Even though like at first, like you said, it might actually make you worse.
Yeah.
And that's a good mindset to have. So that's good. It's a good friend.
Yeah. My YouTube video apparently got removed because it was too long. So I don't know. I
Do
don't know what
you
to do.
can you I mean, we don't need like you can just control it for me if you want. And you can just
Okay.
Discord stream if you want to do that.
Yeah. I'll also try uploading to like Google Drive.
Yeah, Google Drive would work. It's just because we already started, it
Oh
might
yeah.
not.
Well, okay. Yeah. I'll try.
Just do, yeah, just pull it up on a Discord stream. I don't know. I'm trying to turn my camera on here, but it's not
Yeah.
working.
It doesn't load for me.
Oh, I think it's because I know why. There we go. What's up, dude?
Okay.
I had it on OBS. That's why. Okay, yeah. So share your screen.
I don't know if you can see it.
Still want to spend like 5 minutes or so. Like if we get along, it's fine because we're setting this stuff up. But yeah, I also did want to ask you like a few questions, like
Yeah. Of
just
course.
like basic, what do you think you have the most issues with, and like start with that first.
Um. Okay. So this game, we won like quite decisively. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
like 13-2. But I always struggle with the same thing that at the beginning of the game I just suck.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm really really bad at the beginning.
Okay.
Even if I always warm up in that match before I play.
Okay,
But
that
like
was
I
that was
think
like leading in my next question a little bit, is like what your routine is. So.
yeah. So I play like 2 or 3 rounds of deathmatch before I play, and I also got Kovacs on Steam a
Okay.
little while ago. So yeah, I like doing some aim training, but I
So
don't
you
like
said you do
doing
like
it.
2 DMs. So like you make sure to warm up basically aim training
Yeah, yeah,
wise.
I
Okay.
warm up. Yeah. So, but like I don't know, I still like do many mistakes. I don't play that well at the beginning,
Okay.
and then at the end, I feel like I'm more comfortable or more consistent because like I don't know. I'm like not to like be bragging, but I get like I have gotten and I know I can get like flashy plays or
Mm-hmm.
aces and stuff like that, but they come so rarely, and I don't know. It's kind of frustrating because I know I can do them, but
Okay. So like I'm just gonna give you 2 tips right here, just based on what you just said. So one tip, like I said this before, but like if you're struggling early in the game, what that means is most likely you're not really like considering what they can do at the start of a game, really. Like, so what I want you to do, so the main thing I like doing as a coach is like giving you things that you can do on your own to improve yourself over time. So one of those things would be right now is, and like I would write some of this stuff down, honestly. I can write it down for you too if you want, but
I'll write it down if you want.
okay. So like this tool would be, this tip would be like at the start of each game, look at their composition, look at your composition. I know that sounds basic, but like let's say for example on Ascent they have a Sage and a Killjoy, right?
Yeah,
And you're attacking. So everyone in my games immediately knows from that, okay, they have a Sage and Killjoy. We can't rush. If we rush A, we're going into a Sage wall and we're gonna have to kill it or something, or even Killjoy, or Killjoy's there, or they have Sage B and they wall B. Like basically, you can get a read on how they're playing before the game even starts by thinking through that. As soon as the loading screen comes in, you're like, okay, they have these characters and they're gonna want to do this. Like think about what they want to do and what you guys want to do, and like call a strat for your team. Like a
okay.
lot of the time, people don't call a strat. Like even it's as simple as like, okay, they don't have Killjoy Sage. Let's just rush B right here. Omen Flash through Ascent. I'm talking about an Ascent, for example. Just a quick example. But like, yeah,
Yeah,
like a quick tip to start games off hotter. Just try to think through the game before it even starts.
okay.
And then, so, oh shoot, what was the other thing I was gonna say? You were talking about flashy plays. Um, I just flashy plays don't even consider them like that's great you have the confidence you can do that, but don't think of the game like I need to do this to win. Think of the game like how can I make a good play here that's consistent and it's going to work a majority of the time. And the flashy plays come. They really do. Like
Okay.
I'm like for example, I'm the type of player where um I never go for flashy plays and I get like 3 4 clips a day. Like I'll play like 3 4 games and I'll get like 4 clips that are like pretty damn good clips. And it's just because I play the game smartly, and if you play the
Yeah.
game smartly, you're gonna get the
Yeah.
plays. They're just gonna come to you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next question for you would be, what are your strengths? Like, what do you think like your strengths are in the game?
Um, I think I have a good mentality. I never tilt.
That's great. That's really good.
I don't blame my teammates, or like I don't know if I think they did something stupid. I don't tell them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I think about it, but I don't like tell them or flame
That's
them.
that's that's the perfect mindset to have to rank up. Seriously, that's like one of
Yeah,
the hardest things to coach someone too.
yeah. I mean, I learn it over time playing games all the time.
Yeah, competitive. Yeah, you get used to
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah. So it's like it's better for everyone if we just don't say anything and just say like next time try doing this
Mm-hmm. a hundred
or stuff like
percent.
that.
And that's like one of my notes I say to players a lot. Like when I'm watching their games or whatever, it's just like there's a way to talk to your teammates in a way that
Yeah,
brings them
yeah. Like
together.
this game I'm playing with two friends actually.
Mm-hmm.
The Cipher is like the kind of player who tells the other like flames the teammates, and I don't know. It's something
Mm.
gets annoying even for me. Even if I'm
Yeah. Oh
the
yeah.
one getting
Totally.
flamed, it's like demoralizing.
Oh, definitely,
Like
definitely.
everyone plays worse.
100%. It's not as fun either. And like
Yeah,
at the end of the day, when you're a lower rank, even in Radiant, like 99.9% of the people are playing for fun. You
yeah,
know.
of course.
And
So yeah,
so that's good. I like that. I love that strength, to be honest, out of you. So like you told me your routine a little bit already. DM,
I
make
think
sure
my
you're
aim's
death
decent.
matching.
Actually, I think my aim's decent, but like I said,
So,
I don't know. It feels like in game it takes a while for me to
what do you think about like your
focus.
headshot percentage? Like, do you think you hit a lot of headshots? You think are you an opper or what
Mm,
are you?
no, I like rifling.
Okay, yeah.
I think I think my crosshair's placement's decent as well.
Okay.
I get I get headshots.
Well, I mean, like plat. If you're plat, like I don't know how long have you been playing the game. Do you know like how?
No, I started playing this game like when beta came out. I
Okay.
played Act 1 a bit and then I stopped playing for a long time. And just recently I started picking it
Okay.
up
Okay.
again.
So yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like you play that much and getting plat. So like that immediately tells me your aim's probably pretty good. One thing I like doing it's just something you could try. I like doing DMs. I like actually try harding DMs, except
Yeah.
not in a way like sit in a corner and just wait for someone to peek you.
Yeah.
Like I run around and like what I do is I don't listen to music, and what I'll do is I'll just listen for footsteps because like it's a way to like train your hearing in the game and like where
Yeah.
people are based on that's why like people are like, oh, these people are just running around, they're listening on their headset and stuff. Like pros say that all the time. I think that's like the dumbest thing you could say because using like you can use DMs to get better by like
Yeah,
listening
of course.
because you can pinpoint where people are and it improves that a lot. So like I don't know, try that. That's a DM
Okay.
strategy I do. Another DM thing I do is I like using deal only, and the reason I do that is one, it makes you a god on ecos, right? Like being able to win ecos with your deal, which a lot of people do, is pivotal in winning rounds. A lot of the best players are insane with eagles. And another thing, what it does is it improves your headshot percentage, and it improves your crosshair placement. Just like you have to hit a headshot with a deagle, right, to
Yeah.
kill them. You have to. So those are two little strategies for like warm up that can help you a lot.
All right.
I think, and to switch it up, it makes DMing more fun. Honestly,
Yeah.
using a deagle, like I've tried, like one of the like a fun thing I like doing when I'm warming up is just do a deagle only deathmatch and try to win it.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to
I'll
win
try
one
that.
yet. I've gotten really close though a few times. It's
I'll try
hard.
it next time.
Yeah. So that's just a warm up thing. I'd start doing if I were you. Like switch it up.
Yeah.
How many games do you play a day? Like do you play a lot or?
I try playing like 2 or 3.
Okay.
I don't really like spamming that much.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I don't either. And another like a question I always try to ask someone like a question that relates to them somewhat,
Yeah.
and you kind of answered it already though. My question for you is like, what's your mindset when you're losing?
When I'm losing, I sometimes get demoralized, but I don't know. The whole time I'm thinking like, okay, like how can I make the best out of the situation I'm in? Like in the games where I'm really focused, and I don't know, people are. No, I'm thinking like, what I don't know, like what's the reason I'm dying? Like, am I
Mm-hmm.
losing duels? Am I don't know, getting killed by abilities? And I try like to think ways to work around that.
Yeah, that's a great answer. That's exactly what you want to do. Like what you said. Um, I don't know. I said this before, where I was like thinking about each round beforehand, but that comes into play like post round too. Like what you said.
Yeah,
Like at the first, basically, you have to have like this short term thinking where at the end of each round, you have to be like, okay, what could I have done differently here? What did they do? And how do I apply that on the next round? So like
yeah, but it's
at the
kind of
end,
difficult.
go
Sorry.
ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay, it's kind of difficult for me. I don't know, like to come up, like to know what's the best
Mm-hmm.
like choice.
Okay, so what I would say to you with that is don't think about it like what was the best choice. Think about it what could I have done better, and just slowly improve that because so what I do at the end of each round is okay. Like I think quickly is like he did this, I did this, and I responded this way. How do I change how I responded based on what I saw? And then now in the future, I've already thought through all these things, and eventually you're like, okay, this is really good here, and I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Okay.
So what I want you to do is not really think about like, oh, I didn't. What was the best there? Like, don't worry so much what's the best. Worry about what you could do better, and eventually,
Yeah.
incrementally, you'll figure out what the best is.
Yeah. That sounds good.
And so yeah, that's like pretty much the introduction I like doing when I first meet people, and so they know who I am, what I like thinking, and because it if we just hop right in the VOD, you're not gonna know where my head's at, like what
Yeah.
I'm
Of
because like
course.
now all these things I've taught, like a lot of these tips I've given you right now, I can bring them up later, and you already have an
Yeah.
somewhat
Of
understanding of
course.
it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm ready to pull up the VOD if you are, unless you have
All
any
right.
other questions for me.
No.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
What game? What were we playing this game? Reina.
I'm Reina. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Love me
The
some Reina.
whole comms are in Spanish.
Oh, that's
If you
fine. I
don't
don't.
mind.
We don't need comms. I mean, I'd prefer to like help you with comms, but like I can just say stuff I would say. I mean, you could maybe like let me know when you com something then, and because
Yeah.
because
Okay.
obviously I don't understand Spanish. I
Yeah.
understand some stuff.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, like if you com something that's like that you thought was wrong or pivotal, like good, let me know
Yeah.
so then I
Okay.
can and share your screen whenever. Oh, you are?
Yeah. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, no, I can. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. So I'm sure you guys just called to go A here.
Yeah.
Okay. So like that tip I gave about the ascent and killjoy thing, that honestly wouldn't really that like here. All you're gonna know is that Sage might wall tube, and they're gonna have a lot A. But Icebox is a pretty one-dimensional map, so see what you do here. Your buy is pretty good, by the way. I think that's the best buy. T side, you can like consider buying a flash, but
Yeah. I don't know. I like having the two heals if I need them.
yeah. But defense, yeah, like always buy the two heals. T side, like depending on the situation, I buy a flash sometimes. Can you go back just a second?
Yeah, of course.
Just like right before you entered site,
Like here.
a little bit, one more back. Yeah, good. That's good. That's good. Why didn't you heal off that orb? Did you just not see
Um.
it?
Yeah, I think I just didn't see it.
Yeah, it's all good. But that's like right there. The first thing I would have been doing, because I saw we got the kills, I would be going to
Yeah.
suck that instantly.
Yeah. I think I just didn't see it.
Yeah. It happens. And then okay, so right there, that peak, honestly, really good because do you know why?
Why?
Because two of your teammates just died, and at this point it's a 2v4. You have to get a kill and dismiss out ASAP. Like that's got to be your goal. So like with Reyna, for example, like at all times, I'm thinking if I kill someone right now, do I want to suck or dismiss? And like if you're thinking that this entire round, what would you have done?
Probably get out.
No, what you would have done is you would have seen that orb backside and you would have sucked it.
Okay,
You'd be at 100.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, I meant to like say it that far back.
Yeah.
I was like talking about the entire round, but
Yeah.
because your preconceived thought every time you're playing Reyna now is what?
Suck. And
Suck or dismiss, right?
yeah.
Like literally every round, that's what you're constantly thinking. You're not thinking like, am I gonna get a kill? And then when you get the kill, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? You're
That's
thinking
why I
I'm
should
gonna get a
like,
kill.
When I'm getting the kill, like what do I want to do?
Yeah, exactly. You're already like ready to dismiss or suck before you even kill someone. So now you would have peeked back sight and you would have taken an aggressive angle on this omen and you would have sucked out, right? Even if you weren't a 2v4 and you were even, this is still a good peak. So that's fine.
Okay.
But basically like the one thing I would say, this round, if you're playing Reyna, just constantly be thinking ahead like when I get a kill, what am I doing?
Okay.
And just being ready for it. So you can keep playing. So you guys just lose pistols. So you could probably fast forward this. Let's fast forward to this. So you guys save. Would you buy this round?
Nah, full save.
Okay, that's fine.
We all full save.
You guys didn't plant. If you plant, I personally really like buying on T side.
Okay.
I just think it catches people off guard a lot. You guys are just doing A hit again. It's fine. I mean, you can rush A every round on Icebox, and it's not a big deal. Do you like call strats for your team a lot, or you just kind of do your own thing and?
No, we just kind of like, I don't know, like we just kind of call which side we want to play. Maybe we want to play it faster as well.
Okay. So like, you can keep playing just because there's not much happening. But one thing I would say is, it seems like you path on site, the same way like every round, at least from these first two rounds, and just sometimes like be aware of what you're open to because you're kind of opening yourself up to screens a little bit. Like when you're pushing a site, you kind of want to limit the angles you're seen from.
Yeah.
At most amount of time. So like, if you're pushing that left side, you pretty much hug the left wall completely.
Oh, then I kill myself here.
That's fine. It happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Your teammates. Question mark. Yeah. Happens, man. People make bad plays at every rank.
So I should like.
So go back. Let me see that. You might. Let's see what you could have done here. So go back to the start of the round.
Yeah.
Okay. Play. And you now watch for what I'm saying when I'm talking about limiting your angles and why I thought you're opening yourself up to too much stuff. And also remember, this round you have a pistol. You have a classic.
Yeah.
So after this round, I'll tell you. Let's see what you did, and then I'll tell you what I would have did and why.
Okay. You're saying.
So you push, you see the omen, so you get scared, which is fine. But now right here, like, don't even take this fight. That's you have 10 health with the classic. What are you gonna kill across the map from? So that's what I meant by like just the first push. You look like you were trying to push left, which is good. You can keep playing it, which is great. But I'll tell you when to pause. Yeah. Pause like right before it gets down to a low situation, like a. And then I'm gonna talk a little bit after that. Pause like in like 5 seconds. But yeah. So anyways. You pushing up left and getting hit by the omen was totally fine. So you were going to push left. That was my guess what you were going to do here. And that's actually the exact right thing to do. And I'll tell you why. Because remember what gun you have. Think about like what situation you're in when you before you make a play, like at the start of a round. You know, I have a classic. How do I want to take a fight? What do you want to do when you have a classic against a full buy?
You want to get close.
Exactly. You want to get close and you want to like jump right click them. It's like
Yeah.
you pushing the left was perfect because that's what you want to do. You want to get up to this left wall on the way left side, right here, right under where that omen was, and you want to try to kill someone's screens or on site with your classic right clicking. That's your goal. And the omen being where he was stopped you, but what could you have done differently so that the omen can't do that? You know?
Maybe like I don't know.
You can actually like
Jiggle peek it. I don't know.
you can actually change the way you went into that site slightly so that you can clear that high angle and that's only angle you have to clear. So your issue is you cleared the bottom angle and you kind of were holding it still, but you you can take a split second and clear that top screens angle before you peek out left.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like see where you are right
Yeah.
now. You can clear that angle after you clear the lower angle. So it's like you clear the lower angle, you clear the higher angle. Now if the omen's there, you're good. And now what you can do is you can get up to that left wall and I wish I could like I have like this epic pen thing that I like using. I wish I could control it, but it's all good. Um, you can pull up to that left wall and you can clear sight and get the screens and right click someone hopefully. And honestly, like it seems like we're talking about like a save round like crazy, but look at how close this round ends up getting. You guys could have won this round, right? All right, keep playing. So let's talk about like how you clutch this now. So that's fine. Now you're taking attention, which is really good. So literally, you played that last 5 seconds amazingly, except for this.
Yeah, I wanted to get into the smoke and didn't realize Viper had thrown her lineup.
So what you did was and you don't even have to push that smoke next time, by the way. So one, what you did where you tried to take their attention from left and then you went to right and you shot again so that they're worried about you on the right now was perfect. Like that, like when you have 10 HP in a clutch, that's how you want to play. You just want to waste time and just like make them think you're in a bunch of different positions.
Yeah.
The thing you shouldn't have done though, and you should have like I don't know if is your Viper like a teammate of yours or like a friend of yours or is it just a random guy?
It was random.
Okay, yeah. But one thing you can do is when you have a split second in a clutch, I think, or for your teammate even, you can calm this is like what characters are alive and like what do they have that they can help me, right?
Yeah.
So like if you're dead in this situation, let's say you're a Sova or something, and you're not you and the Viper. You could have calmed like, hey, we have Viper mollies, just get off site for your teammate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is a calm thing you can do for a teammate as well.
Think about that.
Mm-hmm. So like one thing I'll do, like you don't really want to talk in clutches, but you do want to give your teammate the information they need so that they can either make a risk or play it safe.
Yeah.
And
I think we're not winning because of the.
Oh really? Did he?
Yeah,
You guys end up winning this round because of the molly? Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like in that situation, even if you don't know if Viper has mollies, you could have played it slower and like made them peek you. It was a risk you thought you had to take though, which was fine. I mean, it honestly wasn't like in hindsight, it really wasn't that bad. So now you guys have a full buy. It was a big round.
Mm-hmm.
And like winning rounds like that is honestly how you win. Is how you win games.
Yeah.
I mean, that's usually the difference. So let's see. You take B now. See, I would be like talking about like pre-round comms and stuff more, but like obviously I can't understand it. But
we weren't really
saying
anything.
This round.
It just died.
This round you could just skip. Yeah, nothing happened. So you guys won it. I mean, how many people died on their team, or on your team?
Everyone.
Okay. Oh, they saved the gun too. Now you guys know they're on a full buy. They eco'd last round. Go back A.
Okay, yeah, I remember this round. Um, we noticed they rotated really quick, so we wanted like to reveal ourselves at A
Yeah, so nice
and
little
then
fake strat.
rotate fast to B. Yeah, but yeah, our cipher got killed over there, but we still won.
Yeah, he just played that pretty poorly, to be honest. He should have what he should like if you're ever alone and you're like the pivotal player on the other side of the map, you pretty much just want to play the most scared angle ever and like never
Yeah.
like he kind of was just out in the middle of the open, which is I mean it happens. So I like what you do here. So let me pause it right now. Can you pause it? So now you lurked on mid. You guys got the bomb planted. What's your goal here in a 2v3?
Um, I don't know, get picks.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever you're down in a clutch, you would need to make a play before they're grouped. So
Mm-hmm.
I really like your position here, but what I'm worried about is not that angle that you're looking at. I'm worried about Snowman, and
Yeah.
you know that you're a Snowman is
Yeah,
right.
yeah, of course.
Yeah. I don't know what like sometimes comms or like positions are different. But
Okay.
yeah, that's why like if there's ever a position I say that you're not sure of, just let me know. But yeah, anyway, Snowman and that rafter right behind you. Those are the two
Mm-hmm.
positions I'm worried about. And the reason I'm worried about those is because those are the positions that you're gonna be able to get one kill or two kills fast from.
Yeah.
And you need to get a kill fast because what you need to do here is get a kill and get to your team or get to
Yeah.
site somewhere safe. If you can't, you just got to fight your way out. But the first goal is get a kill. So let's see what you do. Do we have any info on where they are? I don't know if we do.
I think we just know they were around A.
Yeah. So your Viper gets a kill here, so that's perfect. And there's Sova. You see where that dart is?
Yeah.
Where the heck did he dart from? Actually.
I think he darted. It's kind of weird because I heard it like coming from the right.
Okay, so you did here. Oh, so he must have darted from like their spawn.
Yeah.
And like that dart, if I saw that dart, I'd be like, is he flanking or is he like I wouldn't have known what the heck that guy was doing with that dart. It was an
He
interesting
darted,
dart.
jumped over mid,
So
just went out.
okay, so now that your Viper got another kill, what should your goal be now? That it's a 2v2.
Um, well, probably to get with Viper, right?
Yep. Yes, exactly. Your goal right now should be to get to Viper as soon as possible because she's in her ult and she does not. You don't want to make her take the first fight. In a
Yeah, of
Viper
course.
ult, you always want to be the one holding for your Viper. Like when you're a Viper player, like I don't know how much you play Viper, but I love Viper.
I don't really play.
Yeah, so like from my perspective, there's nothing that tilts me more than when I have my ult down and I'm the one who has to hold it when I have like three other players. Like not actually tilts me, but you know when I it's a
Yeah,
you know
yeah, of course.
I obviously you never want to get tilted over something so dumb, but over anything anyways. But like yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like so now your goal is to walk literally down this hallway and get to your Viper. So
Okay.
let's see what you do. It looks like you're about to do that, honestly. That kill on the Sova was really good. I would not have gotten that kill. Was the Sage actually AFK?
Yeah, yeah, she was actually.
You can skip it then.
Yeah.
But I mean, either way, like all that stuff is what you should be thinking in clutches, and like it should be like a something you think in the back of your head instantly without even you having to think it, right? Okay, we're
Yeah.
down a player, we're down two players, we need to make a play. Okay, we're even or we're up and we're in a good position. We just need to like group up and play together.
Yeah.
Overall, it was a pretty well played round though. Okay, Sova doesn't dart A this round, and Omen smokes. So you guys can probably assume that Sova's mid because they have a DC, obviously. And the Reyna just owned you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just pause it for a second. This is just a general tip. So like, you know what the issue there was. Obviously,
Yeah, of
you
course.
didn't clear your corners
Yeah.
correctly, and like the reason like I told you to pause it isn't so I could be like, dude, what the fuck, clear your corners. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna say is something that you can use in every map. And okay, I didn't clear. So what you should do after that situation, like, oh, I didn't clear left. Okay, now next time when I clear the site, I'm gonna clear that right side, and then I'm gonna turn and clear left. And like this goes back to what I was saying earlier, like limiting the angles you're viewed from until you clear them. So now the next time you take icebox A, you're gonna clear that because you thought about it before, and you're like, okay, I can clear right, and then I can swing close to that wall. Here, let me. Actually, man, how am I supposed to? Well, you know, like the wall where you died, that close left wall where Reyna was behind. Okay, so you clear the right. Okay, so yeah, let's go through it again, real quick. So the flash is fine, but you can't assume just because you flashed that it's cleared.
Yeah.
So now that right angle, like right where you're flashing, you clear. Okay, so what you do is right here you should have your gun out. Wait, actually, can I just... Here, I can just show you in game real quick. It'll just be easier.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it'll help you with just on every map. And it's kind of like an important thing. And like I said, it's just like it's okay to make mistakes. It's how you react to them and like what you do in the future that matters. Let me share my screen. What the heck? Okay. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Can you see my game?
Yeah.
And like the thing is, I like doing as a coach. I don't know. It's like I want to like give you things you can do, you know, by yourself and how you, because like I'm not gonna be able to tell you all these things all the time, and like you're gonna have to like play in the game and understand them to get better, you know. So like telling you, like that's why like, you know, I think taking notes and writing down these things that you can do. Hell, and like also like group them up in certain things. So, like some of the tips I said are like related to like death matching, which like obviously doesn't matter in a game, you know. You can see the in game, right?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, I forgot to turn cheats on. Whoops. Whatever. You said the game's not that long, so we have time. Alright, we gotta wait 30 seconds because I don't think... Yeah, I didn't turn them on. But anyways, like, this is just something you might want to do, like, on your, you know, if you have, like, 10, 15 minutes, you don't have time to play a game, just, like, run through the maps and, like, think about how you're taking a site. And just think about, like, what you're open to and, like, where they could be playing and stuff like that. Okay, so when you were pushing up, you flash right here. And, like, this flash is fine, but you can do the same one here. And you notice the difference, right?
Yeah, I'm not exposed to it.
Exactly. Because, like, there could easily be a player right here. The people play it back here all the time, holding this. And you're just exposed.
Yeah.
So, like, you can change your flash to here, you know. You can push up. And now this is how I would have cleared. This is how I clear it every time I go to A. So, one, like, I only throw this flash when I'm worried about them, like, being up here or, you know, close right. So I don't even throw this flash. So a lot of the time you can just come out with your gun, clear back sight, you clear this close right corner, and then now you can clear this. See that? So now I'm not visible from anything. I'm only visible from this, and I'm clearing this guy. And then what I was talking about here, like you cleared this angle first, and then you can see this guy at the same time. Yeah. I would have been, you know, when that Omen peeked me, I probably would have been like back here, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
And it's just like little things like that. when you're clearing a site
30 seconds left.
changes how successful you'll be when you take a site. And that's just like, you know, you're playing the game and you realize, oh, there's a guy right here. I didn't clear it, you know? Now I know, hey, clear this, clear this, clear this, clear this if you need to. You know, just little things like that. And you can learn that stuff every round, you know? Or you can do what I said, you know, jump on, you know, I have 10 minutes. I'm going to jump on, you know, Ascent, and I'm just going to run. I'm going to pretend like I'm taking a site and how I would, you know, take the site. You can keep going.
I die.
Yeah, you could probably just fast forward. I don't know. Do you guys win this round? Lose it? Looks like you lose it. Okay.
Yeah, we'll lose it.
You lied to me.
Why?
Your crosshair was on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, so like one thing I would say is like you right there, you weren't worried anyone could be there, but just don't get in the habit of like thinking like that. Yeah. Okay, someone's not gonna be here, so I'm gonna be lazy with it. You just keep it at the head level at all times. Okay, so you guys, it seems like there's 2 B. You end up getting the kills. It's fine. As long as you guys work together. Not much to talk through there. So you know he was A, so you take an aggressive position. That's really good. Do you guys have info on him there?
Not right now.
Okay, so just pause it for a second. So what you did right there, you can just pause, or you can just play it until the next round starts. I don't have to show you anything. So in a 2v1 or, you know, 2vx position or 2v2, whatever, when you get in that and you know you can get in an aggressive position like that, make sure you hide yourself from angles. That's another situation where you're kind of just opening yourself up to something. Like that Omen, if you have info he's on B, that's fine. But when you don't have info, he could easily went to their spawn and came up over there and just popped you in the side of the head, you know? So it's just like, basically the tip I would give you is try to hold angles that you can only be seen from one way, the way you're holding. Yeah. So in that snowman area, you know that like big like metal container thing, right? Like like if you're coming from B right to that right side, you can hold in that and only be visible from that one area the Omen could have came from. And if they come through B, you'll have info on him because he's gonna make noise before he gets to site, right? Yeah. So it's just holding like an off angle and where you're only visible from the angle you're looking at is so strong in positions like that. Like you literally like you'll lose you'll lose so much less rounds where you're in an advantage that you'll just win way more games because of it. Yeah. Like you're risking so much less if you can find those positions. And like that would be like after the round I'd be like, okay, I could have played, you know, right here and only been visible from this type thing, you know? Yeah. Think about where you played.
Yeah. Okay.
You can keep going.
Yeah.
Nice shots. That's a good spam. Are you spamming it like towards heaven, or are you just spamming through the wall there?
Through the wall.
Okay. So you know what I'm talking about when I say, towards rafters. Like you know that opening where they come into sight?
Yeah. No, I was just trying to kill the Omen.
Yeah. So like next time, spam a little bit more to the left, and like that spam's really good. And it could just be slightly better if you just spam just like slightly over, because it's now you're spamming through that door, and that's where they want to go every time. So just like, but the spam was good. Wait, can you go back? Because I missed the rest of that round. It was a really good kill on him though. It's a 5v3. Nobody's so vaulted. You guys know they have sight. Or you guys know you guys have sight. So I mean, you got opt, which is the most annoying thing in this game. Obviously, not much you could have did. But what you could have done is just play like if you're gonna play that position, commit to it and just hide. There's no reason to
Okay.
peek.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna play on site, that's fine too. Like, but just you just have to know in a post plant. Like the first thing I think of if I have any time in a post plant, I'm like, okay, I'm either in a passive position here because we're gonna win the round on time and they have no time to clear everything, or I'm playing aggressive because I need to protect my teammates.
Okay.
There's literally only like one or two philosophies in a post plant like that, and like you kind of were indecisive. It looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so what I would do if I were you is just when you're in a position in a post plant, you have a second like, do I need to push up because it's a 4v3 and we need to make a play, or can I just play slow and play off Viper Mollies and play off Ray's nade or something? So like, there's really only two philosophies.
Yeah. Okay.
I do have to say I like I don't know if you had to read or anything, but you're switching up your play nicely and that's important.
Yeah.
Like
I
you
don't
can
like.
force things, but
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
Then yeah, just die here, right? Yeah. I don't know. Should I skip to next round?
Yeah, you can skip the next round. Nothing else happened, but I don't know if you had to read or anything, but it's like you can force stuff sometimes. Like Asuna will just literally do the same thing over and over until you stop them, which is fine. You can do that, but like getting a read on your opponent, what they want to do, and
Mm-hmm.
what you can do is
Yeah.
important. So like switching up your play is really good. Keep them guessing. Okay, one quick tip on your Reyna flashes: throw them higher.
Higher. Okay.
Yeah, make them like move their crosshair to shoot them.
Okay.
So that here, pause it for a second. Go back like 1 second and pause it. I want to show you that angle I was talking about because it's really good. Like you see, keep going, keep going. I'll tell you. Keep going, keep going. All right, you know he's flanking right here, so it doesn't matter. But if you ever get the snowman, you see that like cutout area.
Oh yeah.
If you tuck in that like really hard, like literally no one ever clears that. So like if you ever can get there without them knowing, it's kind of OP.
Yeah, like right here.
Yeah, like if you keep going to the left a little bit, like you see on the mini map where that juts out, it's like
Yeah.
if you just hold that like really tight, they like literally it's a rare angle to get in, but that's the angle I was talking about.
Yeah.
Because now what does it do? It literally like you pretty much hold down that entire part of the map, and there's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
And that one round we were talking about earlier, I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they clear that, like you're still gonna win the fight. I'll just be honest.
Yeah.
How long is the Sage DC'd for?
Like long time. I think we went to defense and she was still AFK.
Okay. So I guess my next question is like, what do you think about this VOD that made you like choose it?
Yeah, like I don't know. Even though we were winning, I felt like I wasn't playing well at all.
Mm-hmm.
Or like I don't know, like I was getting carried basically.
Okay. So
And it's like something I notice a lot
because
with
I don't
my
think
play
you.
is
Oh, go ahead.
oh yeah, it's that I don't know how to say it. Like I don't know, I'm uncomfortable a lot of the time
Mm-hmm.
for some reason. And I feel like I'm stuck and I just can't like get kills.
Yeah. Okay. So for that's kind of like you kind of have to view your play differently if you want to fix those things because for me, from my perspective, okay, so let's say I'm you and this is a rating, or you're me and this is a rating game, and I'm 4-7 right now. on Reno, right? And they have 5 people. We're up 8-2. I'm not viewing it as like, okay, I'm 4-7, I'm playing bad. I'm viewing it as, what could I have done differently to win more rounds, right? So it's like you kind of have to like change your thought about how you played from like, oh, I'm playing bad, I'm not getting the kills, to how do we win rounds? But like, it sounds stupid, but that's kind of how you have to view it.
Yeah, okay, like I get it. Like play, like it doesn't matter what happens as long as you win the round.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay.
Like there's gonna be games where you have 1 kill, but you traded your team, or like your teammates are trading off you, and you did 140 damage every time. And like the stats, you look terrible. I'm 1-8, but all those trades got us the site, and we ended up winning 6 of the 8 rounds or something. Let's say, you know. So it's like, especially as a duelist player, you can be feast or famine at times. But my point with this is like, don't, how do I say this the right way? Don't think about like you being uncomfortable in a game ever. Like, I know that sounds dumb, but because in the moment, a lot of the time we're kind of dumb about how we played. Like, we really are. Like I watched this VOD, and like, you know, I gave you some tips and stuff like that, but like realistically, you didn't play this game bad. And that I know that sounds dumb, but like,
Okay.
the reason I say that is because, not because you're 4-7, or you could be, you know, 8-7. I'm saying that because little things happen throughout a game that don't really, that we kind of remember in the moment wrong.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like I do this a lot too in my games. I'm 1-8, and I'm like, dude, I'm playing so bad. But then you watch the VOD, and you're like, well, I did make a lot of good decisions, and I just happen to lose fights, and that, you know, and that's why I'm 4-7 or 1-8 or whatever. And like, so that's why in the moment I want you kind of not really to think about what happened, and think about more what you can change in the future rounds.
Yeah. Okay.
And like, if you ever like have that mindset, like, oh, I'm playing bad, or like, oh, this game doesn't feel good, like, what am I doing wrong? Just kind of ignore those thoughts. Like, seriously, it sounds really dumb, but like, just ignore those thoughts. And like, what I do when I have thoughts like that, I just try to like talk to my team, like, hey, what are we doing this round? Like, what do you guys want to do? And it just gets my mind off of them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time, like, like, you know, you're gonna have the toxic teammates, but I'd say like 90% of people, like, you know, want to work together and want to have a good game.
Yeah, of course.
So that's what I would say about that. But yeah, you can keep going if you want, if you did, unless you had any questions. You can obviously ask me questions about anything I say.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, if anything's like I'm saying, like, I try to make it like it's easy to understand. But if anything like you don't understand about it, just let me know. Obviously.
Yeah.
So you guys had an interesting play here.
Yeah.
Worked out well though. Yeah, I wouldn't really say much about that. I mean, you guys had a cool play and worked. Now Sage is back. Was Sage back last round? Or is it this round?
I think she's back. Maybe this round.
It's like,
Or next
one
round.
thing is like that play,
This round.
pretty much every Sage just walls tubes, so you gotta be aware of that sometimes.
Yeah.
Because that play just gets shut down completely by that.
Yeah.
So go back. I missed this round kind of. Okay, it's back to a 5v5. We killed drill. So this goes back kind of to what I was saying about just knowing what angles you're open to. Like, that long angle, it's not like the best angle to hold, to be honest. It's just,
This one?
no, go back. No,
Or
that
the-
one's,
I know.
yeah, the
which
one out, yeah. It's just, unless it's smoked or
This one.
something, yeah, that one. That's, you don't really want to be visible from this for too long, because there's just too many things you can die from here.
So
You can
I
die
just,
from,
if
like,
one
you
of them
can,
decides, so I just go through.
yeah, you just go through. But one thing on this round that's different about other rounds is the Killjoy ult.
Yeah.
So I like the confidence going early, but I would delay this like 2 seconds. Like, that's it. Just 2 seconds delay this. Because like, if you go back a little bit. Right here. Okay, play it. Keep playing. I'll tell you when to pause. Pause right here. See your health. Not play it again. Like, what I would have done differently is I would have just hid, literally just hid,
Okay.
not nowhere even close to the killjoy ult, and I would just wait like 2 more seconds, and I would be at 150 HP, and that's just because I waited.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's just like killjoy ult, you kind of want to push out. Like I like what you did pushing out early. I just think it was a little slightly early.
Yeah.
Like pushing out early is good because they're gonna be running away and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so honestly, like everything good here until like go a little bit further. Now pause it. So why do you think you like? Do you think you need to go for this peak, or is it just something you just felt in the moment a little bit?
And I just think I felt
Yeah.
like I don't know. I just like kept the momentum going, like
Mhm.
it's going forward.
Yep. Which is fine. I mean, sometimes you make risky plays and they work, and sometimes you make risky plays and they don't. But what I would say is that there's some risky plays that just aren't worth making, and just kind of think through why I would say this isn't worth making. Just based on the moment, because this play can be really good or really bad. And why is it
Yeah.
bad here?
I think because Killjoy's ult is about to go off, and like sights clear.
Yep.
I mean,
That's
if they stay, they get unarmed. So I'm basically safe. We basically have sight if I stay like behind this
yep, exactly.
thing on my left.
Your goal is to take the site. Once you have it, you don't need to make an aggressive play unless your team's down. Unless you're down players, you don't have to make this play. What you
It was
could have
just like
done.
yeah.
Sorry, go.
No, I was just saying like just an unnecessary risk I took.
Yes, exactly. And do you know the reason why it was an unnecessary risk in this moment and a good play in others, right? The amount of players that are alive.
Yeah.
We have four
so
players
we're
alive and
even,
full sight.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
So maybe
in an
if I
even
went like 2v4, I could
Yep.
have gone for this.
Yep, exactly. In like an even situation and you have control of the site and they have like if okay, so think about it like this. If you're in an even situation and they have to make a play, you pretty much always want to like make a safe play. And do you know an aggressive so in this exact situation, do you know an aggressive play you could have made that's also safe?
I'm not sure.
So that little box right there in front of you,
Yeah.
you know that metal box under
Yeah.
like the heaven rafters, you could have just
like
went
hid.
and peeked on and like tucked under that and hid there for the entire round until they push you. So so there are types of aggressive plays you can make that are safe. You just like have to recognize the moment and which one you should have did, you know.
Yeah.
And honestly, like that play tucking under the box would have been amazing right here, because the reason why is because they have like nothing that can really stop it. Like Sova's your biggest issue, and you guys killed the Sova. I mean, those are just little things that over time, like if you think about them, they come second nature, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
So you can play it now. So yeah, not like the peak can be good, can be bad.
Yeah.
You can just fast forward until like the round starts always.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are on CT now?
Yeah. We
Okay.
switched.
Excuse me. So Cypher, you guys had Cypher Killjoy? Ooh,
Yeah.
that's OP. Okay, good kill. So now it's a 2v2. See what you do. Okay, I like this so far. This is really good, by the way. Like how you're peeking this and everything was really, really good. Now you know exactly where he is. You get the half. That was really good. You actually played that clutch really well. So, can you? Okay, so you had a lot of time, right? Go back. So So this is like a perfect example of you won the round, but you can always learn something and do something better,
Yeah.
right? So right here, you're in a 1v1. You know he sucked. You know he sucked for like short amount of time. Do you know how much health did your team comment how much health he had?
No, they didn't. So
Okay. Okay. So
I just know she healed.
go to where you start defusing the bomb.
Oh, before.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, wait. Actually go back. This is so what you did. I don't know if you did this on purpose, but like where you defused that bomb was perfect, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. It was because
Yeah.
like yeah, it's blocked. Like she can see me that easily. She
And
has
you
to swim
yeah,
all the way over.
you went to the exact part of the bomb you wanted to go. And so this is like a very very minor critique, but going for half there was did you hear him drop? Is that why you went for half?
I heard the look. You can hear the rope, so
Yeah, let me turn it up.
I thought she was gonna go up. Like I hear the rope.
Oh yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, you actually I'm not gonna lie, like I can't even say anything wrong. This is like perfectly played. Based on what happened. Good job. What I was gonna say is that this is just a tip for if you don't have info on him, you should have just tap
Yeah,
that
just tap it.
based on how much time is left. Like if you have a lot of time on a bomb, just tap
Just tap it.
every time. Like I know that sounds dumb. I mean, it's not every time because sometimes you want to stick. Like there are situations you want to stick if you have a read or yada yada yada. But
Yeah.
depending on how much time's left on the bomb, you want to tap. But that was really good. Okay, I like that. It's a good dismiss. Beta for your team, real good. See what you're saying? At late game, you turn it up a little bit.
Yeah. It's just Hunter here.
They're just running after. You can fast forward this.
Yeah, just
There's only one more round, right?
yeah.
Okay, let's watch the last round. One of your teammates got picked. Nice kill, not letting them lurk on your team. Judge, I love that gun.
Hey, knife left.
And then we just right here.
Yep, GG. Okay.
Just-
Yeah, there's the VOD. So what I would say for you is, if you're worried about starting games slower, do a lot of the things I said with just thinking through each round and thinking post rounds, and also like how you clear sites and your decision making with your Reyna dismiss and suck. I think those are the main points. If you work on those 4 things, that'll honestly help you start games better.
Yeah.
And like,
work on that.
so with your routine, what do you do? Like, do you work out at all or like stuff like that or what?
On like my daily life,
Yeah, yeah.
I like to
Like,
go
do you-
swimming.
You swim? Oh, I love swimming too, man.
Yeah, it's
like-
great.
Do you do like swim laps or you just like swim for fun?
No, I swim laps.
Oh, hell yeah,
short
dude. I love
distance.
that. It's my like favorite thing to do.
Yeah, it's really refreshing.
That's good. Okay, so what I was going to say is like, just make sure you're still doing that, man. Like, seriously, because
Yeah, of course.
like, I don't know how many people I've like coached and like made sure that like that's like one of the things I tell them, like make sure you keeping a good like healthy balance in life, really.
Yeah, it helps your brain.
Yeah, helps your brain, helps you, it makes you feel better, just everything. So in terms of the VOD, like I don't know, I don't see your notes what you wrote down. Next time I might write them down myself so I can remember, but
I wrote some stuff down.
so yeah, go ahead. Say some of the stuff
Yeah,
you
so I wrote down like at the start of the game, look at the both of the teams comp and like think what they can do like each round.
Mhm.
I wrote the DM focusing on the sounds and using the deagle only.
Yep.
Figure out not like what's optimal, but what's better.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
yeah, like
slowly
it doesn't
work up to
matter.
the
Yeah,
optimal. Yep.
yeah. And one that
Also, that's
I
gonna
think,
change, by the way. As you go up ranks and stuff, like the things you thought were better in
yeah, yeah,
plat
yeah, yeah,
aren't as
they
good
change.
in immortal and diamond, and like in radiant they're even worse or something. You know. So that's why
So the thing,
it's a constant process.
yeah. So the thing I think was really like eye opening for me. Think who's alive, like which teammate is alive, and like how to play around like together.
And that works for the enemy too, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, and think about who, like if they have a Sage, like they might wall, so I can't play super
Mm-hmm.
defensively.
Yes,
If I have
yes,
Viper, maybe I need to protect her so she can line up and stuff like that.
yes, yes, yes.
I wrote down play through the maps and thinking like clear like my clear path
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
how I can
you're
expose myself.
routing.
Yeah,
That's
my
what a lot of
routing,
people
how I
call
can
it.
expose myself to less angles.
Which is really important as
Um,
a duelist player, by the way. Like obviously it's a
yeah,
lot less important on Sova, but it does come into play. I mean, honestly, like where you put your darts can change based on what you think
yeah.
your teammates are gonna do and how they're gonna take the site.
Post plan decisions, like if I want to play it safe or aggressive and commit to it, don't like hesitate or change. And not to think about if I'm playing bad right now, just think, like get those thoughts out of my head and think what I can do better.
Yeah, which I honestly think is like a really important thing because it impacts your confidence and like half this game is confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean overall, you actually had some really good moments in that game. Like you can go back and I would watch some of those rounds again and be like, he said this was good for a reason. Why? You know,
Yeah.
and like obviously like I'm nitpicking at times and like I'm trying to give you things that you can improve on in other games, but I don't know. I don't think I was too nitpicky to you.
No, it was fine.
It's like it's kind of hard because it's like I want to give you things that like you can do every time and not just like in this one situation. Like, oh, I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
you
of
didn't clear
course.
that angle once. Like, there's so many times I didn't clear that one angle that one time and die. It
Yeah, but
happens to
it's like,
everyone.
yeah, it's good, like a reminder, like clear all your angles.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just and it turns into like turns into something like fun. Like, hey, I do this because I do that because I do that. More than like, oh, I didn't do this and I got shot on the side of that. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I clear this map tactically so that I can win more games. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of cool when you think about it like that.
Yeah.
So I guess just to close it out, I mean, any thoughts you had over the VOD? I have a few the closing things to say first or after, but
Um, I don't know. I think from my part, I think like I don't know, games where I maybe lose like 13-10 might be better to watch.
yeah, it
I don't
probably
know,
would have been
just like
better, but
yeah, I
I
don't know.
get
I
it.
just didn't have many games ready.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, um, I honestly like I can watch any VOD to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I give people tips on any VOD, so it's like it's not the end of the world, but like if you did do another one, yeah, definitely like record more games or do this. Can you stream or no? Or is your internet not good enough?
Yeah, I can stream.
I don't know. Maybe just like stream unlisted to YouTube, kind of like I did today.
Oh yeah.
That's
Just
like
okay.
you just stream all your games, and even if it's like not for like a coach to see, even if it's just for you to see later,
Yeah,
because
I'll
like
do that.
watching like your own games and just like also do you have instant? You might have instant replay you can do on your computer
Yeah, I
too.
do.
Yeah, like anytime you have a round where you're like, oh, I wish I did something differently, save it.
Hmm.
That might be the better option, unless you're like recording for like a VOD review or something.
Yeah.
Um, that would help you a lot just to kind of recognize things. Because like I said, like in the moment after something's happened, you're almost always gonna think about it differently than if you like watched it a week later
Yeah,
from
of
like a third
course.
person perspective.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like just like closing thoughts, things you can do, things that I really didn't say, to help you rank up. Just, stay with a good mindset, dude. If you do get tilted, everyone gets mad and upset and uncomfortable at times. Like literally everyone. Go do things like go swimming or play the piano or whatever, do things, you do other things, like force yourself to be like, hey, I'm not playing well, I'm upset, like I'm gonna go do something else I do enjoy, force yourself to do that, because it's hard. Like sometimes you lose a game, you're like, oh, I just want to play again, like I'm so mad, like I just want to win. It's just like, it's not, if you want to rank up, it's not beneficial. Yeah, exactly. And like you only have so much time throughout the day, so like might as well use it, to do something you enjoy. And if you're not having fun with Valorant at the moment, because like it happens, like literally today, if you watch my stream, dude, I was like so upset the entire thing, because I was just like, I'm like making such good plays, and like Sub Rose is just owning my ass. I mean, I actually was like, I don't know, yeah, I can look back actually, I'm pretty sure I killed him more than he killed me. Let me see, because he was just destroying my team. Oh no, we were even. But I killed him earlier in the game, whatever. Anyways, just to close it out, I don't know if you have stuff you have to do or whatever, but yeah, so, and also like play when you're playing really well and you have time, just keep playing. Like seriously, just keep playing. And like if you're playing bad, do what I said. Go to play piano, play music, do something else. Like just keep that balance of like how you're feeling, and don't let your feelings get too much into it. But like if you want to rank up, you kind of have to like know how you're feeling in the moment. And kind of like, if I'm upset, I go do something else. If I'm feeling good, I try to play as much Valorant as I can.
Yeah, of course.
And like, and another, my last tip, I guess, would be like, try to. I didn't really talk about your comms much because obviously I couldn't really understand them or anything, but just try to keep your teammates in the game, keep them having fun with your comms and stuff like that. Like make a joke that people will laugh at. Like don't, it doesn't seem like you're the toxic person, but I just think like if you can bring your teammates up in any way, it just makes me feel better about myself, dude. Like at the end of the day, I go to bed, I'm like, dude, my teammates enjoyed me being on their team in like this solo queue Valorant, Like try to be a bright spot in the Valorant ranked community,
Yeah.
That's what I try to do. So, and I think it ends up helping you come back and win games.
Better for everyone.
Yeah. So, I don't know there could be a few things I can give you to work on, if you want them, potentially.
Yeah, of course.
I already gave you the ideas for DMs, like stuff like that. And I would do like, one DM, if you do you listen to music when you DM usually?
Yeah, I usually do.
Yeah, so like before you play for the day, I would like play one game of DM where you just jam out to your favorite music. Second game, do a DM, Deagle only, and third game, just hardcore.
Yeah.
Listen for sound and like focus on like learning the game through the,
Yes.
like trying to pinpoint positions based on what you're hearing. Because honestly, hearing is so much of this game. Like you can get so much information from sound. And then so you play. It wasn't a Sova VOD, obviously, but like, how are you like on like lineups? I know it's not the most fun thing in the game, but do you have like a lot of lineups or?
I used to know quite a bit, but I forgot some of them.
Yeah.
I think I'm really good on like buying an ascent. I'm really good.
So what I would say is just take like right before you queue up, like find or just like one day find like 5 YouTube videos of lineups you like, or go into a custom game and do them. But what I would do is I just find YouTube videos of them, and I queue up, and then whatever map I get, I just watch the lineups video real quick, and I try to do them in the game. And then like after a while, you learn them. It's like that's like the easy way to do it. I mean, ideally you'd go into a custom, but like at the end of the day, we're trying to have fun, so like I just watch the YouTube videos and learn it that way. That's a good thing you can do. And then just focus on what you're calming and like what you can give to your teammates. I think that's a really important thing. I can't really talk about comms much because but not a big deal. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, man.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something.
Yeah, I definitely did.
So I do want to start like a little review thing on my Metafy page. So I don't know if you wanted to leave a review, or if you did enjoy it enough where you wanted to like do more sessions so I could come back and see what you're improving on and stuff like that.
I think I'll probably want to do more sessions.
Cool. Like I said in the DM, I'd give you a free hour. So what I would do is, do you like doing 1 hour sessions or 2 hour? Would you rather do 2 hours?
Um, well, honestly, I think 2 hours might be better.
Okay. Yeah, we could do 2 hours then, because I have like two options of it where you can do like 2 hour, like you can do an hour
Yeah.
2 times a week, or so what I'll do is message me whenever you're ready to sign up, and I'll put the plan that's up there, and I'll save you $20 on it for
Cool,
doing
cool.
this one. So it'll be 105 for you,
Mhm.
um, for 8 hours. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sounds really good.
And what we'll do is we'll do some like live play where I'll literally watch you playing live,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
some we'll do some actual drills, and we'll also do the VOD review stuff. So what I want you to do is just find four really good games, like really close games where you were confused.
All right.
Like were you just really confused? Like what did I like?
Wait, in what way? Like,
Like I
like
didn't
how
know what
did I
to do.
lose?
No. Like I had no idea what to do this game.
Oh, okay.
Like what could I like? I literally didn't know where to push. I couldn't
Yeah.
play here. I couldn't play that. Like what do I like? What I can't. I have no idea. You know?
Yeah, like I'm getting everything shut down.
Yeah, exactly. So I want you to find three of those, and I want you to find one game where you felt like you played really, really good.
Okay.
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 And then
I'll message you when I have those.
yeah, and just message me whenever you want to sign up for it, and like I said, I'll get you $20 off because I have to go on the so basically it just makes this hour free for
Okay.
booking this
So
first
yeah.
is basically what it does.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm glad you did it that way because I don't know, I just realized it. I put it in the FAQ actually, like that people should just book the one session with me first so they like know,
It
if they
just seemed like
like
the
me
better
or
choice,
whatever.
like before
Yeah,
investing.
it was 100% the better choice. Like one I'd rather people like know that I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
And
of
I
course.
can help people before they spend that much money.
Yeah.
So yeah, and like I said, I what I have to do is I have to do like they call it like a flash sale,
Hmm.
which basically just like I can drop the price of everything,
Yeah.
or so I don't even know how it works exactly, but basically whenever you're ready, I would just drop the plan to $105.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Sounds
think
great.
about it and let me know. Just keep in touch.
Yeah, I'll keep in touch.
And yeah, I mean anything else you want to say?
Not really. Just thank you. It's
Yeah,
really fun.
yeah, no problem. I sincerely I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I sincerely hope you're learning something and you enjoy it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
And
definitely did.
like and I do want like if you do do free sessions with me, like if there's any like I don't want you to be scared to ask any question or anything.
Yeah, of course.
Like anything, like literally anything.
Yeah.
Can ask anything. No,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
just,
keep that in mind.
yeah. I mean, like, and also like, if you have a question about something random like that happened to you in the game, you can DM me. I'll try to get back to you or whatever.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I'll do that.
yeah. So all right, thank you very much. And
Thank you.
like I said, if you wanna, I'll probably message you over the next few days, like asking you for a review because I do want to get that
Yeah, of
started.
course.
Because like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanna, I'm basically just gonna have a link to like a Google Docs page with like everyone I've coached through Medify and like their opinions on me, good or bad. Because
Yeah.
that's kind of one issue I have with I actually brought it up to Medify today.
They don't have
Um,
like a review.
yeah, they don't have like a review section.
Yeah.
Like I like Medify a lot because it's like all vetted coaches and stuff. Like they have to, like
Yeah.
the website has to be like, hey, you're a valuable coach for them to bring you on.
Hmm.
Like compared to like Fiverr, like anyone can sign up for it.
Yeah.
And like there's so many like people that I really aren't coaches and stuff like that. But and I brought it up to them about the review thing, but I'm gonna start doing it for me. So
Yeah. Yeah, sounds great.
so I'd really appreciate that, and I'll catch you around. All right.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
All right. Take it easy, man.
Bye.